God and follow your intuition. Choose God and follow your intuition. You begin the intuition to follow your dreams, follow your goals, follow a calculated risk. It's time to take action. And in the beginning, we have to release this shade of we have to release this shade of resilience, this relief, the resistance. That's all I was supposed to say, resistance. We have to let go of resistance. We have to let go of the bad outcome. If I go through this, if I put myself through this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. That's the worst case scenario. If it's on your heart to do it, it's coming from God. It's coming from the higher realm of people. What you're going through is exactly what you're supposed to. You don't go through anything that you're not supposed to. You don't get put through things that God doesn't give to his strongest soldiers. And I know you're tired of hearing it, but it's true. Because what would life be without its hardship? Nothing would be meaning. Everything would be meaningless if there was no, you know, way to learn on this planet. You learn from not having money. You learn from not having it. You learn from not being able to enjoy your life and having to work. You learn from going to school and getting a degree. You learn from it. Stop avoiding resistance. Stop being resistant to the outcome. You're creating scenarios in your head, putting forth action that does not support your journey. Everybody's lens of how your life is supposed to be isn't true. Yeah, thank you for the subscribe. Thank you so much for the love. But basically, like you you are getting put through this tough time to make you a greater person. You know, you are getting put through this, and when you go through the turmoil, there's some of you guys might be homeless, some of you guys might be in a tough position at home, some of y'all might have a child on the way, some of y'all might have, dark things going on right now, and not necessarily dark. It's a cycle of change, which means that the things you were doing before is taking you out of your comfort zone to do new things and introduce this new phase in your life. You gotta embrace the new phase. You gotta embrace going through these tough times, because these are the things that make you who you are. And it's important. It's important. It's important. It's important for you to get through these things and see yourself get better. You know what I'm saying? Me currently, I had to make a decision that was going to, you know, I had to make a decision that was going to, change my whole environment up. I had to put, go through some sacrifices to get where I'm at, mentally, just mentally. Like, screw the money, screw the
the prized possessions. It took me, Jacob. Thank you for coming through, but it 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 it, it came from going through the darks of time. You know, the darks of time really made me who I am. You know, sitting in a spot where no family, you know, no one to call on and really talk about it because you're afraid of what people might think. You ever been through that? That makes you mentally, that will make certain people not mentally strong. Not being able to see your mom, not being able to, you know, go through shit, because you stuck in a position trying to get your life better. You know, where you are right now is exactly where you need to be. And you need to take that calculated risk because nobody else is going to come help you but you. And when you go take this calculated risk, God will have people on the way to help you walk the water, walk through, sail through so you could get through smoothly and rise right up. You're going to walk through smoothly and you're going to rise right up. And he'll put people there that will support you, you know what I'm saying? Financially. He'll put the people there that will support you mentally. He'll have people around you that will authentically help you to get where you need to go. It's all here for you. You just gotta manifest it. You just gotta take the action. You just gotta have faith. Sarah Bell, hey, how was your day? My day was great. I went with my beautiful queen. But but what's the name? Yeah, you gotta take action and um be able to move forward. You gotta be able to move forward regardless of the circumstances, you know what I'm saying? Like what people say that you need to be successful is their blueprint. Everybody has a different blueprint. Everybody's story is different. You know, you may not have to go in the dark at first. You may have to go in the dark later. You know what I'm saying? I just see DC Heat, right? Let's talk about that. DC Heat, right? He was a basketball YouTuber. Basketball YouTuber make basketball videos all over YouTube. You know, he went through a phase where he was going viral. Money was coming in, but he started to become depressed, started smoking weed a lot, doing things out of his normal. Now, I'm not saying smoking weed is bad, it's not bad at all. But for certain people, it may be a coping mechanism that's negative, so therefore it is negative, you dig? Like, if you got to have something outside of you to help you internally, then that's not something you want to keep doing. But DC Heat, you know, he fell into drinking and smoking, and you know that kind of was turning his life away from his purpose. So what happened? He had to get sent to a military camp, and from there he came back. He started working out, exercising, getting his life together, and he started making videos again. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, that means like just because you know you get it easy in the beginning doesn't mean that just because you get it easy in the beginning does not mean that you won't get it in the end. You won't get it in the middle. You won't get it at a certain point. Everybody has their time, their tough times. Even as a rapper, even as a basketball player, you'll have your time where you're the biggest star in the room. You have the biggest shining light, but The game changes, people change, the agencies you play for on the basketball court change, the coaches change, your teammates, your for rappers, the people that you make music with, they change. The people that you know you thought was your people, thought was your bro, they not really your bro. You even helped them at your lowest. Things gonna change, you know what I'm saying? So you just gotta be able to like be there and move forward regardless of the circumstances, you know? Like this world is a marathon, you know? It's gonna be ups and downs. Just gotta embrace it, regardless of what you're going through, you know? Do not do not stop right now. You're closer to where you wanna go, you know? And it's important for you to just be able to be at peace, you know. Sometimes you just need to get away and focus. Sometimes you just need to get away and just lock in, bro. And a lot of the shit that go on is for a reason. It's your boy Showtime Artist now. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'm out of here.